All right, today we're going to talk about a couple of ideas I had for little YouTube series on here. The one problem I have with trying to do a series is because lots of times, you get immediately typecast. I mean, if I did a series about fashion, everyone would think all I ever did is fashion. If I did a series about reviewing websites, they'd think that's all I did. And I really resist typecasting. It's the way I sort of see my channel. It's sort of like you call it a repository, like a storage place where I make the shows, make these series, and then I will move on and make a different series, and then everyone can just enjoy watching that show, and they can enjoy watching the new show, and they can enjoy watching the next show, and they all might be different. And that's why I've called my channel Adele Celeste TV. So, a lot of variety. Anyway, a couple of ideas I had is one I've had for a while, a show called The Handy Ma'am. Get it? It's a play on the words of handyman. The Handy Ma'am. I always thought it was cute. And the premise of that series, would be me as a goofy girl demonstrating how to do little household and little car tasks. Just basic things. Nothing massive. Just fixing basic things around the house and fixing basic car things. Like I said, it's nothing complicated. But I think that would be awfully fun. One time I saw a lady that had some kind of handy woman channel. It was kind of different. But my idea is just simple things, useful things, like how to, what kind of oil do you put in your car, what kind of windshield washer, fixing a headlight, just little things that people need to do, unclogging a drain, small things that people do every day, but, it might be a little bit complicated. So, I'm planning to work on that. So I think it's a fun idea to do. The Handy Ma'am. Another idea I had was one called Aging with Adele. Because, see, I'm going to be 40 in November this year. And, it's kind of it's a big milestone. And I'm glad I'm more youthful at my milestone than a lot of the 40-year-olds I have met over the years. But at the same time, there's issues. And I thought doing a series dealing with aging. But I think we should deal with aging starting from a small child. Because I said we all have issues with aging. I had an issue with aging when I lost my first tooth. I had, different issues with aging that affect us at different stages of our lives. And even, as adults, we're aging, and it's traumatic when you lose a tooth or two as an adult, and you worry about your smile. Okay, some people worry about wrinkles. I haven't worried too much about them yet. Worry about your hair getting thin, even women. And also, in addition to just the physical changes we have as we age, things like, maybe our weight shifts, or it's harder to lose weight, and, just different changes. But I think also one of the most important is our mental aspect, because it seems like throughout life, we tend to always be dissatisfied. When we're a child, we're unhappy that we're not a grown-up. When we're a grown-up, we feel inferior because, okay, I'm just a teenager, I'm inferior. And I'm in my 20s, I'm an inferior. And then when you get in your 30s, you're like, people are starting to think I'm getting old, I'm inferior. Then when you really get to 40, you're like, oh, I'm old, nobody likes me anymore. And, it just goes on like that. You're either too young or too old. There's hardly ever a happy place to be anything in life. And, maybe some of this is our society and the society's obsession with youth. But, everybody's on a different path as we age. We're all on a different path. Obviously, health-wise, we're all on a different path mentally and emotionally. Some of us have success early, some have success late, all kind of factors. So, I felt that since this year is my 40th year, it would be a good time to do a series on aging and really think about how it affects us, physically and mentally. And so those are a couple of ideas that I have for my channel. So I'm excited to make a lot of videos, and I'm excited to do more singing. My brother just tuned the piano, so we are planning on doing just a very simple series, which will last forever as long as songs last, because I'll sing them all. Going to be called A Piano and a Voice. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stand here, get our lights, and maybe even do some green screen, and I'm just going to sing. Because if I wait to do music videos with laying the background track, getting here, going there, I'm not going to get half the songs sung I want to get sung in life. So we're just going to set up piano, voice, boom! There we go. That's piano and a voice is all you need to equal entertainment. So yes. So I hope I've piqued your interest, and I really hope I get busy and do these series like I have promised. But I'm happy to be back on YouTube, and by the time you see this, I'm sure I will have gotten to comments. I know I'm slow, but alrighty. I'll talk to you later. Bye.